What is good, YouTube? We are back with another banger. As y'all can tell, y'all listening to some hot shit. Song of the day. Let's get to it. Hey, what y'all know about T9, bro? This nigga will forever be a goat in my book. I don't give a fuck what y'all say, This nigga will forever be hard to me.
I think twice, got a heart full of hate when I'm just trying to love life slow, come up and quit son. Let that sink in, shit, I just get a while I want, I might go missing for the night. On the weed, no hard drugs, I be hiding in the mountain.
I don't do no hard drugs, but I be, feel me?
Got me checking my surroundings off the bill like $1, but I'm ballin' like I'm starting. Yeah. Route one, pan me in the trap, dog. And she said I need to open up, it be hard to love me. In my zone, getting paper, bitch, don't interrupt me. Clip holding RPs, pussy, you ain't duck these.
It's for like the real niggas. I know a lot of y'all might not peep. Like, y'all might not hear what he's saying or what, feel me? It's for like the real niggas. There's like the loners that be just, feel me? I think T9's dead ass like a loner. Like, it sounds crazy, like, but no, I'm dead ass. Like, if you listen to this music, you been listening. I listen to this nigga shit probably since like 6th, 7th grade. If you listen to his lyrics and his songs, bro, this nigga is dead ass. Like, me personally, I don't relate to this nigga because I'm just, you feel me, a loner. Nigga, I don't be doing shit. I don't be, you feel me? This shit cool. I ain't gonna lie. If y'all really know, let me see. I think. I ain't gonna lie, in my old playlist, I probably have it. I don't know, I still haven't moved over all my songs. I'm a bullshitter. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm a top tier bullshitter, bro. I still haven't moved over all my songs. But on my playlist, I probably got some exotic ass T9 joints, bro. That I don't even remember, I ain't gonna lie.
I be trying to catch a breeze and everybody switch like they changing for no reason. You know how the line get cold in it.
Spend minutes.
Fuck about my face. What the fuck? YouTube be tripping. I'm not listening to that shit. What the fuck?
What's good, Shredder?
Willie on the beat.
Like I'm with the wake hours on my show. Bitch, I love smoking gas. Like I roll more in the coaster, bitch. Hey, feel like I'm lifting weight, got this on my shoulder, bitch. I love smoking gas, think I roll more than a coaster. I don't think I heard that nigga. Nah, I don't think I heard that nigga. Let's restart it. I don't think I heard the nigga for real. Restart it, bro. What I say, this nigga.
What's good, Shredder?
Gotta listen to this nigga for real.
Willie on the beat.
Like I'm lifting weight, got all this on my shoulder. Bitch, I love smoking gas, think I roll more than the coaster. Big ass D, I told her smooth without no holster. I'm whipping Dolo, baby, I don't need no soap. I'm smelling like the best of weed, I got that odor on me. Sit down and read your little book, cause I got paper coming. You know that bump me in the road, find your way around. If you ain't know what I'm known, they can't be around me. I'm going missing, bitch, you tripping, I got future money. Don't talk about me, say about me, might can teach you something. Hey, but I blessed to get that ring lean like Tony Dunn. I fucked the hoe, she said she need me, bitch, I'm dead rough. Get off that lead, check that kink, and I can't wait to cut it. I check my wrist and ain't got nothing, I can't wait to flip.
Hard as hell. T9, hard as hell. Forever will be hard as hell. That nigga need to drop more music. I ain't gonna lie, that nigga need to make a comeback to the rap game. He be dropping shit like here and there, but nah, nigga, you need to step on these niggas' neck, T9. Fuck the bullshit. Hey, that nigga had his run like, I'll probably say like 2018, 2019. Hey, make a comeback. Come out of retirement on these niggas, bruh. Step on these niggas' necks, bruh. I'm sorry, my bad. I just fuck with the nigga music for it. My bad. Right here, we got 5 most disturbing Reddit threads. Y'all know I love interesting ass videos. I think Flight reacted to this, hell. He definitely did. Shit. Let's get right into it.
On the 31st of May, 2022.
Oh, we getting straight into it. Damn. 33
33
minutes. Oh my god, that's gonna be a long ass video. This is gonna be I'm letting y'all know right now. This is gonna be a long one. I'm letting y'all know right now. This is gonna be a long ass video. I'm telling y'all right now. Just be prepared. If y'all are watching this in the morning, in the day, and y'all don't have nothing to do, cool. But if y'all have work or something, I probably wouldn't start this video. Probably just wait till you get back to the crib, wait till you lay down, you start relaxing and shit, then play this video. Cause I'm telling y'all right now, it's probably gonna be a 45 an hour. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
In ex-con and felons saw the same post from an account named Criminology Student. A quick glance at the post revealed that it was asking ex-convicts to take a survey, reading, "Research participation needed. Hello, my name is Brian, and I'm inviting you to participate in a research project that seeks to understand how emotions and psychological traits influence decision-making when committing a crime. In particular, this study seeks to understand the story behind your most recent criminal offense, with an emphasis on your thoughts and feelings throughout your experience.
The fuck?
In the event that your most
Like, if I just got out, I would not. I don't know if they're still. I didn't really pay attention to the beginning. I don't know if the criminals are still like in jail or if they're like already got out or whatever the fuck. But bro, I would not be wanting to like rethink. I would not be wanting to rethink the reason I'm in jail right now. Like, well, I was just down bad on my ass, to be honest, bro. And now I'm even more down bad on my ass in here. like, bro, I would not be wanting to replay this shit, bro, back in my head.
Was not one that led to a conviction. You may still participate. Additional surveys are included after the open-ended section as to best understand your unique traits. The study should take about 15 to 20 minutes to fully complete." This was then followed by a rather professional-sounding disclaimer from the OP, as well as his email and full name, Brian Koberger. Now, requests for surveys like this aren't exactly uncommon on these subreddits, especially from students much like Brian. But the questions in this one are a bit strange, asking things like, "How did you travel to and enter the location that the crime occurred?"
Oh yeah, you federal now. Oh yeah, you a fed. Yeah, you're a fed. I'm not. No, if I get an email like this on a fucking thread or a Reddit something, bro, instantly, bro, I'm like, oh yeah, you're a federal. Nigga, you're a federal. What the fuck do you mean? How did I get there? What car I got in? What car I got in? I'm like, well, technically, my case hasn't ended yet, so technically, I'm innocent until proven guilty. I am not answering no questions. What are you talking about?
Making your move, how did you approach
how did you approach the victim or target? Please detail what you were thinking and Oh hell, bro, what the fuck?
Target. Before leaving, is there anything else you did? How did you leave the scene? However,
this nigga's dead ass trying to have these niggas like literally like rethink their whole fuck, like literally, bro. I would not. Fuck no. Like, nigga, you want me to give you detail to detail on what the fuck I did, how I felt, no, what the, bro, I wouldn't even if I like did the thing, whatever, and like I'd probably be like, no, I don't want to replay that, nigga. I don't want to replay that in my head. Like, what the fuck?
ID and the fact that the survey was hosted on an official-looking website suppressed any suspicion people might have had about its legitimacy.
Fuck, bitch.
It's unclear how many people actually completed the survey, but Brian must have had
probably
some
like
luck
2,
because
nigga.
he reposted the same request on many other subreddits over the next month.
Oh,
What none of the participants knew, however, was that this survey would end up becoming evidence for one of the worst crimes in Idaho's history.
How did I know? I don't know for sure that this is actual like a fed behind the account or something, but they're talking about some type of.
The police first became aware of the situation on November 13th, 2022 at around noon after receiving a disturbing 911 call traced to Moscow, Idaho.
911 location of your emergency. Something is happening. Something happened in our house. We don't know what.
The fuck?
What is the address of the emergency?
She sounds like she don't give a fuck. Oh, this is for real. Oh, fuck. This is for real.
The caller was sobbing so hard she could barely explain
what
was
the
happening.
hell.
Then another girl grabbed the phone from her and told the dispatcher that her roommate was unconscious and not breathing. Officers rushed to the scene, expecting the worst outcome. However, nothing could have prepared them for the brutally gruesome scene they were about to walk into. The house located on Kings Road was
this is for real. 1122, you feel me? This is real.
And upon arrival, the officers saw the remains of 4 of these students scattered throughout the house.
That's fucked.
All 4 of them had numerous lacerations and stab wounds,
Nigga,
and had tragically
fuck?
already passed away by the time help arrived.
According
to later
R.I.P.
autopsy
man, rest in
reports,
peace,
the 4
man.
were attacked by likely the same person at around 4 a.m.
One of the
surviving
around 4 a.m. What
roommates
the
who
fuck?
later called 911 remembered
Rest
seeing a
in peace,
masked
bro.
stranger roaming around the house around that time. But she was too intoxicated to trust her own vision and passed out shortly after locking her bedroom door.
Bitch, what?
Crime scene
Oh hell no! Let me, bro. If I'm these niggas like they in college, whatever. They look like they in college, whatever, or they're like, I don't know. They look like they party a lot. Obviously, y'all seen the pool table, nigga. I know y'all can't see my face right now, bro. What do you mean you saw a suspicious nigga walking around your crib and you didn't think nothing of it. You just said, "Oh no, I'm probably too drunk." I don't give a fuck how, you feel me, how turned I am, how fucked up I am. Bro, if I see a motherfucker I don't know at all in my crib, and it's not like we're not still partying, we're not, hey, party, you feel me? Bro, hey, fam, what did you doing in my house? Hey, lockbox, you feel me? Lockbox, instantly. Like, what the fuck are you doing in my house? Why are you in here? Lockbox, instantly, bro. What are you doing in my crib? What? I don't give a fuck how turned I am, bro. If I see a random ass motherfucker in my crib, I'm instantly, guys, bro. Especially if they have that much people in the crib. Hey, they could have all took that nigga on one. Well, I don't know where it's finna go, but you feel me? They could have all took the nigga if they tried, if they really wanted to. You feel me? Guys, get this nigga! Instantly, bro. What? Fuck no.
Investigators arrived at the scene shortly after the police and began looking for clues. Unfortunately, the only thing they found in the house was the leather sheath of a knife under one of the victims. This finding would prove extremely important later.
Gotta have that. Gotta have forensic on that
investigators
bitch.
identify the killer. The DNA present on it, for
I was
example,
gonna say,
wasn't
gotta
in
have
the
DNA on
FBI's
that bitch.
database. Though what made the case even harder to solve was the complete lack of motive. Nothing was missing from the house, and there were no signs the perpetrator.
It was someone they know. It was someone they know, most definitely.
With no other option,
It had to be someone they know or some type of ill intent to that shit. You feel me?
From around the region.
There would have been
that's
no
when
other
they
reason.
discovered a white Hyundai Elantra speeding away from the area shortly after the estimated time of the crime.
Nigga.
Further analysis revealed that the same car had been circling the victim's house hours before
Oh
the
yeah,
incident.
that's him.
Tracking this
That's
vehicle
them.
led to
That's
20-year-old
them, most definitely.
Brian Christopher
Oh
Coker.
hell no, yeah, this nigga just look weird. How old is he?
The incident. Tracking this vehicle led to 28-year-old Brian.
You a grown ass. What the fuck? You a grown ass man hanging. Well, I gotta understand why.
Christopher
Well, what the fuck
Koberger,
happened?
The same Brian Koberger who had posted this survey.
Nigga! I didn't even peep when they said Brian. I didn't even like you feel me? I didn't even peep. Bro, 18? I mean, my bad. Hey, I'm reading. My bad. I'm tripping. Bro, 28 years old, bro. This nigga's. What the? I didn't even peep when they said Brian. I'm thinking like, oh, I'm just. Feel me? I'm not paying attention. Bro, no, this is the nigga.
On Reddit months
What the
earlier.
fuck?
He had a master's in criminal justice and was
Yeah, that
pursuing
nigga just
a
look odd.
PhD
Yeah,
at
yeah,
Washington State
I'm not
University.
trusting this nigga for shit.
That said, he had no.
If I see a nigga like that in my house, I'm instantly, oh yeah, red flag. What are you doing in my crib? Instantly, bro. Red flag off the rip. He got too big of a nose. I don't give a fuck. That boy got too big of a nose to be playing around with his. Hey, I know I got a big ass nose too, but hey, my shit proportionate at least a little bit, nigga. His shit just that boy got a snotter on his shit.
He also
That boy can sneeze fucking dog shit from 5 miles away, nigga.
Something he had never done in years. He likely thought that keeping his phone off would prevent law enforcement from tracking his
Dumbass,
location.
that's not, you feel me? Don't even bring your phone if you finna go. Like, come on now, y'all stupid as hell. I don't give a fuck if I'm finna, which I would never. You feel me? Which I would never. Why is you bringing your phone? Why is you bringing your phone? Nigga thought, oh yeah, let me just turn my phone off. That's no, I promise y'all, these niggas have evolved. These niggas can damn near get you off at anything, bro. Nigga thought, oh yeah, let me just turn off my phone. That's gonna work. Nah, nigga. Nah.
Giving authorities the go-ahead to arrest Brian. However, tracking him down turned out to be far more difficult than investigators had anticipated.
What, moving like John Wick
By
or
the time
what?
they caught on to
Oh,
him, he was long gone.
Look at this nigga. Yeah, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I see a nigga like this in my house instantly. I'm not giving this nigga no type of leeway. What the fuck are you doing in my crib?
From his university. And after a weeks-long manhunt, Brian was finally located and subsequently arrested on December 30, 2022. He was found hiding in his parents' home in Pennsylvania, over 2,500 miles away from the crime scene. DNA samples taken after the arrest also matched the sample found on the knife sheath perfectly, further confirming that Brian was the one investigators were looking for. And while he kept denying the allegations at first, he eventually confessed to everything in exchange for a plea deal to avoid the death penalty. He stood trial on July 23rd, 2025, and was sentenced to 4 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole.
I'm telling y'all, bro, the world is weird as hell, bro. Be careful, man. Be careful. That goes to anyone. That doesn't even go to just females, just niggas. No, that goes to everybody and their mama. Be careful, bro. Just because you're normal, just because you feel me, you got your head on straight, that does not mean another motherfucker doesn't got their head on straight. Be careful, bro. Be careful nowadays. Motherfuckers are weird. Motherfuckers are weird as hell.
His Reddit survey requests in a much different light. Brian was trying to learn how other criminals carried out their crimes.
Bro,
and the mistakes
literally.
that got them caught, so the same didn't happen to him.
Bro,
Though,
dead
one
ass.
thing that's been completely missing from any of these findings is his motive. Why would a seemingly
Oh, God.
well-adjusted man on path to a doctorate degree commit such a heinous crime?
Bro, nigga was going
Especially
for his
when he knows
doctorate?
victims beforehand.
What
Well,
a
the most
dumbass.
popular theory states that his actions were the result
Nigga was
of a
finna go-
deeply unwell man.
That's crazy. You was going to school for your doctorate, bro. You was finna be making the big bucks, my nigga. You was finna be making the big money on. And you threw your life away just to kill some college students? Fam, you was about to be living good. 28? I'm already knowing you was damn near about to get it, nigga. You was about to be living good, fam, and you threw your life away over some shit like this. I gotta know what, why?
Developing an irrational hatred for women. You see, Brian suffered from visual
I mean, I got hatred for hoes too, but that don't mean I'm just gonna kill them. What the fuck? You feel me? I despise females nowadays. Not all females. Some females are good. I'm just saying, most females be on bullshit. Yeah, I despise them. That don't mean I'm just gonna be walking around every day and be like, hey, I'm not gonna go on Reddit and be like, hey, do y'all know how to kill? Do y'all know how to kill? Bro, what the fuck?
snow, a condition where the patient sees black and white flickering dots.
What does that have anything to do with? I understand. Okay, cool. His vision was fucked up. What does it have anything to do with him killing hella people? What the fuck?
Around them. The constant noise can make life difficult and cause other psychological issues.
Bro,
something Brian
bro.
himself was well aware of. As he wrote in a visual snow discussion forum,
I
I always feel as if I'm not there, completely depersonalized. Mentally, I experience fog, lack of comprehension at sometimes, feel like my life is a movie, depression.
Nigga, same. Like, what the fuck? Same. I'm right there with you. That doesn't mean I'm gonna go kill a fucking whole. Bro, what is this nigga I'm telling you, I hate when people use that shit as an excuse, bro. I hate it so much, cause bro, so is another motherfucker, bro. So is me. So is my next door neighbor. Everybody got problems. Everybody's going through shit, my nigga. Everybody's going through shit. Obviously, some more than others. Feel me? I feel it. This is not an excuse. This is not a no, bro. No. Everybody goes through shit. That does not mean you gotta go fucking be a serial killer, bitch ass nigga.
Poor social skills.
Weirdo.
No emotions. I feel like nothing has a point to it.
Bro, feel me?
My
Right there with you on
This
some real
started
nigga
with
shit, but
visual
like,
snow
bro,
days.
that
I
don't got
felt
nothing
no
to do
emotion
with.
along with the depersonalization. I can say and do whatever I want with little remorse.
That's
His
nope.
irrational hatred for women also
No,
manifested in his
that's where you
day-to-day
start
life.
that's where you
It was
start
the
fucking
primary
up.
reason he was fired from his position as a teacher's assistant. And was he
This nigga was a teacher aide? Oh hell no, this nigga was around kid. No.
been caught harassing women at a brewery a few months prior.
Fucking
Now,
weirdo.
most analysis of Brian's reasoning end here. But from
Bro,
what
this
I've
nigga's on
seen,
hella video. He got hella video cam, everything on this nigga. What
motive
the
might have
fuck?
been a lot deeper and involved his admiration of infamous serial killer Ted Bundy. Brian apparently
I know what y'all gonna say. Hey Gavin, ain't that your username on the X-Bone? Yes, bro. What I like? Hear me out. I do not fuck with this nigga at all. I don't know. What I will say is though, I'm still pretty immature. Feel me? I have fully understanding of what this nigga did. What my username has nothing to do with. Like, yes, I understand. Yes. I did it because me and my homeboys were playing COD we were on a cool COD like 3-month stand, bro. We was popping shit, nigga. 20 kills every game. We was going crazy. All of our usernames had crazy shit. And I just kept mine. It has nothing to do with, I have no, feel me? No, what the fuck you mean you looked up to Ted Bundy? You feel me? What the fuck?
did a lot of online research about Ted Bundy, both
Yeah,
before and after committing the crime. Investigators also found a selfie Brian took with a smile on Mount Rainier, one of the remote locations Ted Bundy often visited to commit his crimes. According to an
Oh, hell no.
detective and crime expert, maybe he wanted to pick up where Ted Bundy left off. Fortunately, his plan wasn't as foolproof as he'd expected, allowing the
Fucking
authorities to
weirdo,
put him
bro.
behind bars before he could hurt any more innocent people.
Fucking weirdo. I still don't understand why he did it though. Like, why did he kill those exact people? Like, what did those people have anything to do with? You feel me? I'm like, obviously it could have been random. It could have been on some actual Ted Bundy shit. Cause I'm pretty sure Ted Bundy didn't pick out his victims. He just, they came along to him. But bro, what the fuck?
Not only is Reddit a
Fucking
place to
weirdo.
find some extremely disturbing threads, but as of recent, it's also been a place I've been finding some pretty unsettling medical stories. For example, I recently saw an innocent-looking post in r/mildly interesting where a woman woke up with different sized pupils. Turns out this is really serious, and she ended up getting hundreds of urgent comments telling her to see a doctor immediately. Now, I personally have had situations like this, less serious of course, like a random shooting pain in my chest or my
Yeah,
heart
like
racing for no reason. But
some
most
regular
of the time
shit,
this
but-
happens at like midnight, when every doctor's office is closed anyway. That is where today's video
Alright,
sponsors.
nigga, yeah, bro, what the fuck?
Thanks to
Get the
Okay.
fuck out my ear with that shit. What the Bro, this nigga just tried to mean sneak an ad in that bitch. I'm over here thinking I'm finna hear some crazy ass case about a fucking eye pupil and shit. No, this nigga tried to mean sneak an ad in there, bro. Come on, fam. Miss me with that shit. Miss me with that shit.
They received that morning at 5/2022.
He tried to
On June
mean sneak an ad in
27,
that bitch.
2022, a Reddit user shared an eerie voicemail they received
5:41
that
a.m.
morning
is
at
crazy.
5:40 a.m. stating, "Okay, so I got a coded message sent to my voicemail from a blocked number. I do not talk to any old men or have any in my family. Any ideas of what this means, please. I recently changed my phone number, but this is weird because where I bartend, we sell pizza. Do I listen to too much true crime, or is this weird?"
Nah, you not tripping.
This is the full minute.
No, you're not tripping. I'm telling y'all. If y'all have a what is it called? Intuition. Always go with your intuition. I promise you. Always go with your gut. Hey, I promise you, you're not tripping for no reason. Or sometimes you might be, but most of the time, if you're feeling a certain type of way, you're tripping, you're whatever, it's usually for a reason. Always go with your intuition. Always trust your gut feeling. I promise you.
Voicemail OP.
Always, I don't care what nobody says. Always trust your gut feeling. It might be wrong, but still, trust your gut feeling every single time. Promise you.
You should always judge pizza by the sauce, the dough, and the cheese, not by the toppings on it. Also, when ordering pizza, especially for delivery or pickup, it is not a bad idea to order it well done, as most places have a tendency to undercook it, especially when they're busy, like on Friday night.
This nigga being specific as fuck. Oh hell no. Nah, you not tripping, girlfriend. Nah, you not tripping at all. This nigga's being too specific at all. Yeah, no.
Of course, unless you like it lightly cooked. Now, I have no interest at all in watching the Kardashians.
Yeah.
And I never
This nigga is being specific as fuck. What the fuck is nigga?
have.
Nigga talking about the Kardashians and shit. What the fuck?
nor will I ever wear a backpack. And I hope this is clear to you.
Nah, this nigga. Nah, he
The
talking
whole
about
thing
some
sounded
shit.
like nothing but
He talking about some real
incoherent
shit.
rambling
No,
on first
what the
listen.
fuck?
It started with a somewhat understandable point about judging pizza from its sauce, dough, and cheese, since those are the core components of pizza. But then the advice about ordering a well-done pizza made no sense, as
Nigga.
pizza being delivered undercooked isn't really an option. Though the most bizarre
Nah, he
sections
low
of
key
the-
might have just put me on. I might try that next time I get a pizza. I ain't gonna lie. I might try that next time I get a pizza. I ain't gonna lie. He might have put me on. You feel me? It's the only thing that I'm taking from this video. Next time I get a pizza, I'm finna try that shit. Can y'all cook that bitch for a little bit longer? Hey, with y'all wings, yes, bro. I promise y'all. Bro, with y'all's wings, yes, bro. Cause y'all be having some. Wings are good by themselves, bro. I promise you, bro. Wingstop or somewhere else, bro. Just try it. Tell them niggas to cook it for a little bit longer. Good wing. Good wings, I promise you. Good wings. Good
Voicemail
wings.
came
No
from
bull.
after the pizza rant, where the
What the
topic
fuck?
suddenly jumped to watching the Kardashians
Bro,
and
on
even
some
more
random
strangely
shit.
wearing backpacks. How this all connected to each other was unclear, and even if it did make sense, what any of it had
Yo,
to
I
do
think
with
it's just some
DOP
weirdo talking about pizza and not applying anything. Yeah, you're stupid. You're a dumbass. Nigga talking about some. Yo, I think that's just some weirdo talking about pizza and not applying anything. Did it sound intentional? It seems very steam or conscious. Could it be a Budao and he's legit trying to give pizza advice? Yeah, you're a dumbass. Who the fuck? Get the fuck out the Reddit comment section. You sound stupid as hell.
each other.
You sound
was
dumb as
unclear.
hell, bro.
And even if it did make sense, what any of it had to do with the OP was an even bigger mystery. Not to mention the fact that this sender dialed *67 before sending the voicemail.
Blocked, a block
This
number, like,
service
no
allows
bull.
users to hide their number for the very next
He's
call
doing
or
on
voicemail.
guys.
In
He's
other
not,
words,
yeah, no,
whoever
he's not doing
sent
that
this
shit for no
message
reason.
wanted to stay anonymous.
He's not doing that
Now,
shit, exactly.
one
He's
of
not
the first
doing.
working theories
Sounds
people
like he
on
has
Reddit came up
dementia.
with was that the sender was more than
Could
likely
be, but bro,
suffering
the
from
block number,
dementia.
that's still
One
odd.
user even shared a personal anecdote on the matter to back this particular assessment, stating, "Sounds like someone with dementia. My grandpa would talk very much like this before he passed. At some points, he would even wake up in the middle of the night and have full-blown conversations with nobody." But while that all is a possibility,
I understand that, but bro,
it
the
doesn't
block
seem
number
very
still is
likely.
crazy.
Mainly because there are no pauses or stumbles between the different thoughts.
No
It's as if the
bull.
caller
That
had
nigga was
rehearsed
straight
the
through
message
with it all the whole
beforehand,
way.
or maybe even written it down before calling. Of course,
Yeah.
this could just be a troll message with no real purpose other
Could
than
be
to spook
too,
the
but
OP.
nah.
However, a more plausible theory gives this otherwise strange-sounding voicemail a much more sinister meaning. And it all stems from the Pizzagate controversy from back in 2016,
Very
where
Pizzagate-ish?
Democrat-led establishments, namely the Comet Ping Pong Pizzeria in Washington, D.C., were accused of being fronts for illegal trafficking rings.
The
At the
fuck?
time, several official sources, including the Washington Police, New York Times, and the Washington Post, ensured that this was nothing more than a conspiracy with zero proof to back its claims. For instance, the accusations claimed the restaurant had a
Okay.
basement where underage victims were kept before being sold off.
Ain't nobody
But
doing no
when
research on that
inspected,
shit?
the building turned out to have no basement at all, let alone one big enough to facilitate a large-scale
Bullshit.
criminal operation.
Bullshit.
However, the sheer popularity of this controversy could have led to an actual uptick in using pizza-related terms as code for actual trafficking operations. So, as the theory goes, the message OP received was encoded with similar intentions and was meant for someone else. Especially with the addition of, "I hope this is clear to you at the end,"
No
which
bull,
implies a
like,
deeper meaning to those
nah, bro.
words.
You gotta
As
peep
one
shit.
user put it, "It's some kind of coded message for a person who most definitely was not meant to be you." The "I hope this is clear to you" line, as well as it sounding like he's reading off of a prepared script, makes it seem pretty deliberate.
Yeah.
The random mention of Kardashians and backpacks seems like another code in the midst of a weird
No
rant about
bull.
ordering pizza. Seriously, who undercooks pizza? And finally, the fact that they hid their number, it just kind of solidifies it in my mind.
Yeah,
He
nah.
either dialed the wrong number, which seems more likely as your line is already 3 years old, I think you mentioned, or tried to reach the person who had your last number. Following this logic,
Yeah.
some other users tried to decipher the code, but without the actual key, there is no way to confirm or reject any of these interpretations. For instance, the undercooked or well done parts could be a metaphor for the victim's age or their skin color.
No
The
bull.
mention of not watching the Kardashians could refer to the type of payment agreement the sender is looking for. And as one user
Hey.
pointed out, the Friday section could be a way to confirm the meetup date. The possibilities are
Nigga.
truly endless.
What
And
the
as far as I
fuck?
could
No
find, the
bull.
OP never got any more messages, calls, or voicemails from this person, leaving the true meaning of this creepy, likely encoded
That's it?
message a complete mystery.
What the fuck? No, bro, I
On
want to know
February
about this
24th,
shit.
2015, Reddit user Concerned Hubs made a rather
Concerned
concerning
Hubs.
post on r/legal advice. It read, "Need advice on talking to police regarding my wife. My wife has not returned home since she went out shopping late Saturday. It's getting to the point where I should call the police to file a missing persons report. I would like to be as helpful as possible when speaking to the police, but want to avoid triggering any suspicions about me. I hear a lot of stories of husbands."
Yeah, he did it. I promise you. Whoever wrote this shit, he did it. He did it. Then nigga talk about some. Hey guys, I want to know how to contact the police, but I want to make myself seem as I want to get myself as far away as I can from the fucking investigation as possible. Nigga, that's a red flag. You're just telling on yourself. Yeah, Chip, whatever the fuck Concerned Hubs. Yeah, he did it.
Being falsely
He did it, I
accused when
promise you.
something happens. Should I only give them information in response to specific questions? Is there anything I should not bring up?
Yeah, this nigga
I'm
did
planning
it.
on
Yeah, he
contacting
did
the
it.
police tomorrow morning. I can't postpone much longer as I'm getting messages asking about her, and I don't want to say anything to her friends or family until I file the report first. I now realize that I should have talked to her friends and family first, but at this point I don't want to explain why I didn't file a report yet. Upon seeing this post, some people were genuinely
Nigga on
worried for the
God,
safety-
so where do you hide her body? Seriously, you just fucked up and seriously, just from his fucked up post, I think you killed her. Literally, dead ass. Are you hiding an addiction or a mistress or a bad fight? Whatever this is, it's not important as finding your wife. He's apparently now holed up in a hotel with his missing wife. But seems like a good old fashioned trolling, but I had nothing better to do tonight anyways. Glad we got it all archived. He's killing it. He likes killing it. Her. Archive, yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I thought I was the only one tripping. Nigga.
And urged him to call the police immediately. Jesus Christ, man, call the cops. What is wrong with you? You should have called the cops when she didn't come home Saturday.
Nigga.
However, with every comment he replied to, it became clear that the OP was more worried about not looking suspicious to the police
Bro, yeah,
than about
this
his
nigga
wife's
did.
well-being.
Yeah, he did.
Unless your wife is in the habit of disappearing for days at a time, what are you thinking? If I last heard from mine Saturday, I'd be totally freaking out. Well, I am totally freaking out. In addition to being concerned about my wife, I'm worried that this will snowball into something more than a missing wife case. It seems that the police can be overly suspicious in these situations.
Yeah, nah,
I was going to tell the police that I waited because I didn't think that they'd do anything anyway until after 48 hours have passed. Just passed that a few hours ago now. This is true, but I'm wondering if it will sound reasonable to the police. One person even suggested that the OP was just a troll, making up the whole story after watching a movie with a similar plot. But as with his other replies, the OP doubled down once again and focused more on not looking suspicious than addressing the situation itself. This sounds a lot like Gone Girl. You trolling? If not, then you're perhaps the most irrational person to show up here in a while. If that's the case, then I hope your wife is okay. Never seen Gone Girl and am not trolling. What have I said that's irrational? I just want to avoid the situation from developing into more than it has to be.
Oh my god.
And when people tried to call him out on his twisted thinking, he started lashing out, writing things like, "Who are you to judge what a normal person would be thinking in a stressful and scary situation?"
Yeah, his ass did it. Yeah, his ass did it.
The OP was only making himself seem
Bro,
guilty
literally,
with
his
every
ass
passing
did it.
minute. This resulted in most users accusing him of taking the life of his wife and then trying to learn how to avoid suspicion with the police on Reddit. So, where'd you hide her body? Seriously, just from this messed up post, I think you killed her. Does anyone else think OP killed her?
Yeah.
As soon as people started making these accusations, however, the OP suddenly changed his story and miraculously found a convenient note his wife left behind, writing, "Update, she was leaving town for a while to spend time with an old friend. I'm going to have my wife's best friend make some calls to my wife's family and friends to let them know that she's okay. Update 2, looks like I'll be talking to the police today after all. Shortly after my wife's friend contacted my father-in-law to explain, I started getting very angry messages from her family saying that they're calling the police. My first thought was to call police right away before they do, but think I'll wait for now since it doesn't make sense for me to call just after finding the note." Unfortunately for the OP, this wasn't very convincing. The idea of his wife leaving home for shopping and then spontaneously deciding to spend days out with a friend was absurd on its own. But what made this even stranger was the fact that she didn't even try to text or call him and left a handwritten note instead.
Yeah.
Smartphones were everywhere in 2015. Even if her own phone was dead, she could have easily borrowed her friend's. Something was not adding up, and there were two distinct possibilities. On the one hand, maybe his wife did actually leave with her friend after Saturday night shopping, but she only did so to escape OP's abusive behavior, something he claimed that he never did. On the other hand, the accusations from Reddit users were true, and OP was just desperately looking for a way to cover up his tracks.
I knew it.
This second possibility grew even stronger when someone found an Ask Reddit post OP made that same day asking whether notes from loved ones are usually typed or handwritten. Put simply, he was likely looking for the best way to forge the note he said was from his wife.
This nigga's a
removed a lot of doubt
dumbass.
people had about his guilt.
Bro, this nigga's
The
a
OP, however,
dumbass.
stuck to his recounting of the events from here on, and even posted long-winded stories about family drama with his in-laws. And after arguing with people on Reddit for a full day, the OP disappeared from the website. His last comment promised an update that never arrived, leaving his story without a clear end. Where he is now is unclear. Maybe it's prison, if something nefarious really was going on here. But without an update or news article, we will never know for sure.
What the fuck? What's up with all these unsolved cases, my nigga? I don't want to watch this shit. I'm over here thinking I'm at like 5 most disturbing cases that like actually got. No, bro, all these are just has-beens, and if they, no, I want to see some real shits.
On January 18th, 2014, a post on r/AskReddit asked users to share the scariest situations they'd been in, moments when they weren't even sure if they would make it out alive. This post reached the front page of Reddit and received thousands of replies with people sharing stories from their time in the military, experience with car accidents, and how they felt when faced with a cruel prank from a relative. However, most of these stories paled in comparison to the disturbing account user SwiftJustice25 shared about their encounter with a creepy man in a foreign country. The comment read, "This post is very long, but I couldn't tell the whole story very well without it being this long. When I was a missionary in Brazil, my companion and I were approached by a seemingly homeless man who greeted us in almost perfect English. To Turns out he was an American who had been living in Brazil for about 30 years. His name was Bickford. He had to have been in his late 50s to 60s. It was hard to tell because of his big beard and very unkempt appearance. He feigns interest in what we were peddling and asks for a copy of the Book of Mormon, but is clearly more excited to be speaking English with two Americans. We meet up with him a few times to discuss religion, but he would always meet us at the side of the road or some other public but still secluded place. We had to give weekly reports to the ecclesiastical leaders for the local unit about who we were meeting and teaching. After meeting Bickford a few times, we bring him up in our weekly meeting. The bishop and his other leaders instantly know who we are talking about and caution us to stay away from this guy. Apparently, he's a bit unstable, and once or twice a year will start bothering the missionaries. My companion and I can't believe the bishop is referring to the same person, and we continue meeting with him.
Dumbass.
I don't know how to adequately describe.
Y'all niggas don't think. I'm telling y'all, bro. Use your fucking head, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Common sense and that little thing that's in your head called a brain, bro. They're completely free to use, bro. Start using them, bro. Fuck you mean? I didn't say nothing wrong with this guy. Nah. Bro, the fucking head person or whatever the fuck, the state or whoever the fuck, someone upper that obviously has an idea of what this nigga be on is telling you no, like, don't fuck around with this nigga. This nigga is weird. He be doing some shit. We don't know what he be doing, but we would advise you to stop fucking with those. We still gonna meet up with this nigga. Okay, cool. Watch, you gonna find out. Cool. You gonna find out. Cool. Bro, I'm telling y'all, common sense is free.
He had a certain sinister vibe. But with nothing concrete to put our finger on, we continued to speak to him. Occasionally, he would run into us outside of the house we lived in.
In one of these encounters,
bro,
he
y'all
invited them to his
stupid.
house
Y'all
in the
dumb as
jungle,
hell.
all while talking about how nice and wonderful it was there. The OP and his partner reluctantly agreed and showed up at the road closest to the house. Bickford arrived a bit late and then told them to follow him into the jungle through waist-high foliage and insects.
Come on now.
What they witnessed on the other side of the trail was beyond disturbing. As the OP described it,
when we finally arrived at his house, my companion and I played it cool, but we couldn't believe what we were seeing. He had led us to a small clearing where there was a wooden cabin that had half collapsed on itself. He said welcome home and let us inside. There was no electricity, no running water, no utilities whatsoever. We walked in the front door frame, no door, and saw that all furniture in the house had been destroyed. Literally, someone had concentrated a large amount of effort and time to achieve this level of destruction. Chairs were unrecognizable, and there was trash everywhere. He begins showing us the main room inside the front door. That's when I noticed them. Notes, in chalk, on every square inch of the wooden walls, up the walls, on the ceiling, in a tiny frenzied scroll.
Hell no.
When I trained my light on the notes and started to read them, most of the notes were variations on, Jesus will forgive me, but I have to stop. I did it again. These with the month and date written next to them. And then, the piece de resistance, the names of several children, with their ages and graphic detail about them. We tried so hard not to mention the notes. We tried so hard to ask him small talk questions about the rotting food on the stove or the 100 or so rats he kept in his basement. Anything but mentioning the notes. I can't speak for my companion, but I was freaking out. From glances at each other, I could see that he was at DEFCON 1 as well, and we decided to get out of there. We made some excuse as it was getting late that we needed to get home, and he reluctantly offered to show us the way back, on the condition that we would come visit again. As we get out of the house, he suddenly remembers that he knows a shortcut and tells us to follow him. The direction he was trying to lead us is clearly not the way back to the road. It only led deeper into the jungle. We politely declined, and luckily we were able to follow the trail that we had originally made through the underbrush. This time, however, I did not care about the spiders. When we got back onto the road and realized we were safe, we looked at each other as if to say, did that really happen? Once we started talking about what we just saw, I was so terrified that I physically could not speak. Nothing like that had ever happened to me, nor since. I absolutely could not make a sound. I was so scared. My companion called our leaders, who called their leaders, and we ended up moving about a week later. But not before making an entry in our area book. The book that stays in the area, listing who had been talked to and who to contact in the area, warning all other missionaries to stay away from this guy.
Now, this reads almost like the plot of a short horror film.
Bro,
the story of a deranged, possible serial killer living in the jungles of Brazil sounds almost too fictitious to be true. And the OP was quite aware of this as well, which is where the most important part of his story comes in. The recordings. As it turned out, OP, fearing for his own safety, secretly recorded many of his conversations with Bickford and posted the link to a compilation with his comment. For example, Bickford talking about the rats he raises.
You know, when I call like this, they come back.
Oh, here they are, the rats.
Yes. 125.
This nigga know how.
You can catch him and say hello. This is a female.
Should it, do you not put the collars on all of them, or?
No, not in the old ones. These are the first. These I even leave the tails on.
Normally you clip them off.
Yes.
How come?
I have a little sister, a pair of scissors.
Yeah, bro. What the fuck? No.
Also, the notes on the wall.
Do you write yourself notes on the?
Sometimes I do.
Neat.
I have electronic schedule. How do you call it? Electronic agent. But now it's in some form there. I got it. I wrote on every wall.
This compilation
Hell
also
no.
included their last conversation with Bigfoot while trying to escape his house unharmed, and it played out exactly as the OP described.
Well, we better get back to our house at night here.
Okay.
It was nice to come out here to see where you live and everything.
Let me return that little rat.
Huh? Can you lead us back out?
Yes, of course. But there's a shorter way to out.
Yeah, fuck
we can
no.
go out the same way that we came in. Same way is fine.
Think so?
Yeah. Simple fun.
You think so? Yes. The fuck? Yes. 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 Yes.
Please come this way. All this way to the gate is so wet. You're going to.
It's okay, no. I'd actually prefer to go that way, because that way wasn't so bad.
Oh. I know. Well, so there's a short. You know, remember that street I told you? The street is closer here from this way.
Yeah, no.
Let's go.
We can pass by the same place we were 2 minutes ago. But
We can go back just the same way. That way we can learn it better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that way we can learn it better for the next time.
all right.
Hearing this highlights the full
Hell
extent
no.
of the danger OP and their partner were in. Who knows what cruel plans Bigfoot had for them if they had been gullible enough to follow him deeper into the woods. Fortunately, they managed to escape unharmed and lived to tell the story. Near the end of his comment, OP also mentioned that they did report Bigfoot to both the local and Brazilian federal police.
That's
On the
it.
7th of February 2017,
Bro, what's up with these
a
fu-
throwaway
I'm about to
Reddit
get
account made a
pissed.
disturbing post on r/legal advice seeking help to save their unborn child. The post read,
I'm pregnant and being investigated by DCS. Hello, I'm 29 years old, happily married. My husband and I are college educated, have respectable, stable jobs, own a home in a nice neighborhood. We're basically as prepared as anyone can be to start a family. I'm almost 9 months pregnant with our first child. The problem is that 11 years ago, when my husband was a freshman in college, he was arrested for possession of marijuana. It was a large enough amount that he was charged with a Class D felony. Our jurisdiction is very harsh regarding marijuana, but not intent to deal. He pleaded guilty and did his time in probation without a problem, passing every drug test along the way. He has not touched marijuana or any other illegal substance since, and we rarely even drink, and haven't at all in over a year. I have no criminal record and have never done drugs myself. It was a stupid mistake he made as a foolish 18-year-old, and he's worked hard to put it behind him. Someone has apparently contacted child services in our area and informed them that we are drug users. This accusation is being taken very seriously because of my husband's record. We have been as cooperative as we could be with our caseworker. We've been interviewed, our home has been examined, and she found nothing remotely suspicious or incriminating. We've both taken drug tests and passed. Our caseworker says that everything looks just fine so far. Unfortunately, she also says that there's still the possibility that our child could be taken from us in the labor and delivery ward, and that we won't be allowed to take her home. I was devastated and
what?
horrified to hear that. When I asked why, she said it was not up to her, and we'll have to wait and see, which
Bitch.
made absolutely no sense
Yeah,
to me.
no.
What gives? I feel like there's something she isn't telling me, but I have no experience with DCS, and I'm not aware of anything we could have possibly done wrong. I know they'll have to test my daughter for drugs when she's born, but she has not been exposed to drugs. Nothing more than prenatal vitamins, not even Tylenol, and I already proved that by passing a drug test. I'm scared and confused. Do I need a lawyer? I have anticipated spending our savings on our new daughter/parental leave, but I will use that money for a lawyer if I have to.
This was a tragic situation all around. The fear of losing their first child just minutes after birth is overwhelming enough. Not to mention the physical stress OP must have been under, which could have negatively affected her and by extension her baby's health. Most people who came across this post sympathized with the OP and tried to help the best they could. Some suggested continuing to cooperate with the authorities, while others told the OP to lawyer up as soon as they could. But for a large number of people, something about the whole situation just didn't sit right.
I am a former Indiana CPS investigator/assessor. Something here is not making any sense at all, unless the law has changed greatly in the last few years when I left the department. As of this moment, you are pregnant, correct? You don't have any children. They are investigating the fetus? Former CPS worker here too. Agree with you. CPS does not investigate pregnant women with no current children. Something is not right.
They urged the OP to take a closer look at the investigation.
Imagine if that bitch ain't even a... Oh my god, imagine if it's not even a real fucking person.
CPS and DCS directly and inquire about the ongoing investigation. Even then, none of these commenters could have expected just how correct they would be. The truth came out on February 22nd.
It's not even a real person.
Returned with a very important update, stating,
it's not even a real person.
I contacted and met with a lawyer and explained the situation to him. He seemed to agree that something was very fishy. To make a long story short, the woman handling our case has no affiliation with DCS.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Straight to the police. They're taking this very seriously. I can't give a lot of details because it's an ongoing investigation, but she seems to have been a very skilled/well-researched liar. I never would have known anything was amiss without the advice of this subreddit and the intervention of my attorney. I feel like a complete idiot, but the instinct to cooperate unquestioningly when faced with an intimidating authority figure is strong. I haven't had the baby yet. We're staying at a trusted family member's home until the baby is born. My OB and the hospital we'll be delivering at have already been informed of the situation and will be taking the appropriate security measures. I'm still freaking out, but we're taking every precaution for the safety of my child, and hopefully everything will turn out okay. Thanks again, everybody, truly.
However, while the OP's situation had a somewhat happy ending, it's hard to imagine what would have happened if she hadn't turned to the internet for advice. Whoever this imposter was clearly did her homework. She knew about the husband's past felony and had enough legal knowledge to pose as a government worker for months without getting caught. An even scarier thought is what this imposter was planning to do once she had the newborn baby. The best case scenario would have been a legal adoption in exchange for money, but there were far worse possibilities for what could have happened to that infant. Luckily, the crisis was averted before it happened. That said, I wasn't able to find any reports of this imposter ever being identified or arrested. Having such a dangerous person still out there could be disastrous for who knows how many vulnerable families. Interestingly, while looking for reports on this individual, I came across an article about the police in Greenfield, Indiana looking for a woman who impersonated a DCS worker. This was from back in 2014, 3 years before the OP made her post. In other words, there's a possibility that the police in Greenfield were looking for the same person. Maybe she somehow avoided getting arrested and went after the OP years later. On a similar note, a 44-year-old woman named Lisa Nakrelli was arrested in June 2023 for impersonating a CPS worker and trying to kidnap a 4-year-old boy. She later claimed that she was just trying to scare the parents a little for leaving their son unattended. Fortunately, the court did not buy her excuse one bit. She is still awaiting trial, but if convicted on all charges, she's looking at up to 12.5 years in prison. This incident happened in Ohio, a neighboring state of Indiana. Put simply, there's a non-zero chance that Lisa was the very person Indiana police were searching for in 2014, and the same woman who posed as a DCS officer in front of the Reddit OP. If this is the case, she likely moved to Ohio after getting exposed in Indiana and tried pulling the same trick all over again. Though I should mention that this is nothing more than an educated guess on my part based on everything we've seen. Maybe we'll finally learn the truth when she eventually stands trial.
Oh wow, I don't fucking know. 48 minutes, I told y'all. Look at that. I don't know. I wouldn't say that was a great video because I would have loved if there was actually like some more cases where they like actually showed and developed did stuff with the actual cases. But these are all just like not like just ifs, like oh this could have happened. No, these are things that actually happened, but because they didn't catch the guy, they didn't. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of like less interested. It's like they didn't do anything with it, so it's like why should I give a fuck? You know what I mean? Like, bruh. I don't know. Shit. All I do have to say is, man, be careful. Trust your intuition. Trust your gut. Like I said, bro. People be weird, bro. Like I said, just because you got your head on straight does not mean another motherfucker didn't got their head on straight. People are fucking weird nowadays, bro. Do not risk it. Don't risk it. Be safe, bro. Be safe, literally, bro. I only got too much else shit to yap to y'all about. Other than that,